I was scrolling through my recommendations in hopes of finding something to look at. And I saw this video by Sora the Troll. This is how Americans are treated at work in Japan now. For those that don't know, Sora the Troll makes videos about, among other things, like how Japanese culture works, especially in comparison to American culture. And apparently this one is about how Americans are treated at work in Japan now.
Hello everybody. So recently, a lot of Americans...
And then the Rona happened. No, this way here. So recently, a lot of Americans
that is showing up in Japan. Some say that there have been events going on in the States, so they evacuated to Japan.
They're overreacting.
Or some say that there was this weeb portal.
Yes, a weeb portal. No, we need to... No, the way that the weeb portal works is that it opens up and then you just hear yo like that.
That was open for some people who grew up thinking anime is a real thing.
No, the thing is, the way that it works in Japan is like that. Nobody minds when you talk about anime every now and then because it's just a regular part of the culture. But when you talk about anime all the time and nothing else, that's when they start to get like, okay, Kimo.
Are there actually any people like that? So in this
it wouldn't surprise me.
video, I will show you guys the unfortunate, sad truth about how Americans are really treated at work in Japan.
Because those that don't know, Japan has a very toxic work culture where there are people who will die of literal exhaustion. So that's something that has to be kept in mind. And another thing is that when Americans do go to Japan for work, more often than not, they end up becoming English teachers. And then by after the first year of them doing such a job, they end up wanting to leave.
Number 1.
Sonoichi.
Okay, I just got this done and that done, so I hope I'm done for today. John. ちょっと待て。お願いがあるんだが。Yamamoto-san.
Konnichiwa, arigato, kakoi desu, neko sugar girls kawaii. Kimo.
こんにちは。どうしました？これだ。この英語は。
What does this mean in English?
なんていう意味だ。それは Pet Friendly Day.
Pet Friendly Day. Okay, so bring your pet to work day.
何の意味もないので。
That doesn't really mean anything, so you can ignore it.
気にしなくていいです。ありがとな。ジョン。Why do these things exist in Japan?
John!
ちょっとお願いがあるんだけど。
Is that Kakshakrin or is that someone else?
けどいい？
はい。
Yeah, Sora is friends with a VTuber named Kakshakrin.
何ですか？
トイレに行きたいんですけ
Or
ど。
we can just call her Dean.
どう？私
How do you say, I want to go to the
は
bathroom?
今忙しいんですって。
I'm busy right now in English.
英語でなんて言うの？
I wanna go to the bathroom, but I'm busy now.
I wanna. I.
Okay, so these bilingual employees have to contend with no, that's the thing, is that sometimes a foreigner might be bilingual in like English and Japanese or whatever other language that they speak in Japanese, and then the locals will attempt to want to speak English to you anyway, even though you can just as easily communicate with them in Japanese. Some of your friends would bring them to school. Yeah, the pet day. Yeah, we've had some of those. Well, I don't remember the last time we've ever done something like that in school. I remember we did it in kindergarten, but I don't ever remember doing it again. And I think we either brought one of our cats or we brought one of our dogs. I don't remember when or where it was.
よくわかんない。
I don't really get it, but okay.
ありがとう。
What am I supposed to do now at work? Number 1. You're ultimately a translation machine.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about translating at work.
You're talking about translating basically everything.
But I'm talking about how you have to translate. I want to go to the bathroom, but I'm busy now. You don't
You don't really need to know this.
know in what situation they have to use the phrase, but you still teach them.
I'll just say, sumimasen. You brought your cat and your 2 dogs.
How do I say?
How do I say toilet?
In English. What?
What? Why would I need to say? No, why would anyone need to know how to do that?
That's the toilet is clogged. Why do you want to say it? What is this person going through right now?
I don't know what.
Number 2.
Sono ni.
Yamamoto.
I was about to say sono ichi again, but it's sono ni. Yamamoto-san and Rin-san decided.
San and Rin-san decided to take some days off, but they should be here today, right? Yo, John.
John
俺は沖縄に行ってきたんだ。
just got back from Okinawa. I said Cotton Hill while he was out fighting the Tojos.
やはり沖縄。
Man, Okinawa was great.
よかったぞ。あ、そうなんですか。
Oh, really?
沖縄は
I heard the ocean
やっぱり
there is
海が綺麗ですよ
beautiful.
ね。そう。
Yeah,
沖縄はす
Okinawa
ごかっ
was
た。
amazing.
そして俺は
I
お前
got
に
something for you
お
from
土産を買って
Okinawa.
きたぞ。
Oh,
本当ですか？
really?
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
ほら、
Here, Dr. Pepper.
ペッパーだ。
He likes to. Sora the Troll seems to really like Diet Dr. Pepper.
は？
Huh?
ありがとうございます。
Thanks.
やっぱりアメリカ人は
Americans like stuff like this, right? Well, he's not wrong. Americans are quite partial to their sugary soft drinks.
こういうのがいいんだろう。じゃあな。
Jana.
Why am I getting something American when he went to Okinawa?
Hey, Dong!
私北海道
I just got back from Hokkaido.
リンさん。
Oh, Rin.
北海道って
Hokkaido is
寒
pretty
いところ
cold,
です
right?
よね。
Yeah, Hokkaido is the northernmost island in Japan, for those that don't know. Yeah, but the food there is amazing. Ah, I got you something from
本
Hokkaido.
当ですか？
Really?
ありがとうございます。
ほらアメリカに
Here, it's something from America. Reese's. Oh, you can never go wrong with a Reese's, especially a king-size big cup. No, you can't. You can never go wrong with Reese's.
やっ
Huh?
ぱジョンは
Well, you're American
ア
after
メリ
all.
カ人だからね
Give me
Give me something Japanese.
you Number 2.
Let's go. No, there was when I was in elementary school, we had a backyard neighbor who was Japanese. Like they spoke Japanese and had a Japanese accent. We were kind of the same age. They were younger than me and my sister, but yeah, there was this one time they went on vacation to Japan and they brought home a whole bunch of snacks, and me and my sister just had them all in the pantry, and they were all really, most of them were really good.
Two. They
I haven't seen them in years though.
give you something American all the time when you're in Japan. This has to be common.
Yeah. You like them, they sell them in New Zealand, I'm sure.
Your friends or
Just don't let them call you American, because something that Sora has mentioned before on his videos is that a lot of Japanese people will just assume that most foreigners are from America. They just assume that if you're a foreigner that you're American.
co-workers travel.
But yeah, Brett, if you ever go to Japan, they will assume that because you speak English that you're American, so you might have to correct them on that.
And then they get something for you, and it's freaking hamburger
Hamburger from McDonald's.
from McDonald's because you are
Because you're American. No, what if I told them that I was Mexican, or at least half Mexican? Would they give me half a taco from Taco Bell?
American. They think you miss America, so they want to give you something American, but you want Japanese things because you're in Japan, and sometimes it makes you think.
No. If I was hanging out with a Japanese friend and then I go to one of those... Okay, yeah. No, my schedule hasn't changed at all. I guess it's just been a while. But... yeah, if some Japanese guy came, he and I were making sure that we were just hanging out, and we decided to go to some anime shop. And here, I got you this because you're Japanese, and it clearly reminds you of Japan. And they're probably like, no, I want a hamburger from McDonald's.
Think, what the fuck? Hi, John.
Hi, John.
I know, you are American. So, here is your burger from McDonald's.
Let's go.
Thank you very much, you sushi boy.
Sushi boy. Oh my
Number
god.
3.
Sono-san.
Okay, I finally got everything done, so, John, 今日仕事
What are you doing after work today?
これから何をするんだ今日家帰って
I was thinking about going
ドラマを
home
見
and
ようか
watching
な
a
と
drama.
そうなの
I
か
see.
やっぱりお
I
前
guess
は
that's because
アメリカ
you're
人だからか
American.
は
Huh? So they just assume that Americans like drama shows?
You are very
You are bitty American.
American じゃあな
Chana. I mean, it depends on what you mean by a drama show. I mean, the most quote-unquote drama that I see is either YouTube drama a la more Pegasus or total drama.
Does he actually think watching something is only for Americans?
Oh, just in general? Well, technically, you guys got anime, so... John, perfect timing! I couldn't finish my food today!
そうなんだ
Oh, really?
ですかそのご飯
So are you going to take it home?
食べるんですか
いやでも
Nah, I thought I'd give it to you. Here, a hamburger! Oh, no. You know, you could consider this as a form of low-key racism, even though they're not trying to be offensive.
ありがとうございます
Thank you.
Is it her way of saying I'm from a hamburger country? Dude, what is this?
What is this? No. Watch them try to give you a pizza, even though that's a traditionally Italian dish.
やっぱジョンはハン
You like hamburgers,
バーガー
right?
好きなんだアメリ
You're
カ人だから
American
ね
after all.
アメリカハン
America Hamburger Man.
バーガーマンじゃあ
What
Ja.
the fuck? Number 3.
Yeah, watch them try to do either a hot dog or a corn dog, which, by the way, in Japanese, for some reason, a corn dog is called an American dog. And so when an American comes by and then they say, hey, you want some American dog? They might think that the stereotypes about Chinese people eating dogs is true, or really just East Asians in general. Which, I don't know why they call it American dog. It's much fewer syllables to just call it corn dog.
They say, because you're American, once every 3 seconds, when you being an American has nothing to do with anything. In Japan, there seems to be this interesting logic where you do something and people think it's because you're American. You breathe.
You breathe?
Whoa,
That's so America.
so American.
Yes. I'm drinking some water. I mean, it's pure life. I don't know where it's made. Where does it say? Greenwood, Illinois, I think that says. So, yeah, I'm drinking American water.
Drink something? Wow, American. Bye, while waving your hand. Bye bye.
Janna.
Wow, that's so American. Number 4.
Sonoyong.
Damn, I have a lot to do today. So I gotta work on this one first and then... John.
Jong, can I ask you something?
相談があるんだが、いいか。あ、もしかして。
Oh, is this about that thing at work the other day?
何ですか？
What's
アメ
up?
リカ人
Do American girls like aggressive
の女の子って
guys? In movies? So like the bad guy type of thing? I don't know too many girls that like bad boys. Because bad boys, what you gonna do? I just want the bad boys.
アグレッシブな男が好きなのか。は？
Huh?
俺最近
Lately, I've been
実は
getting kind of
ア
close
メリ
with
カ
a
出
girl
身の
from
女の子と
America.
ちょっと仲良くなってるんだ。おい、
So
どう
what
な
do
ん
you
だ
think?
アグレッシブなのがい
Do
い
they
の
like
か。
aggressive guys? I
Ask
don't-
your mom. あ、人によるんじゃないですか
Well, it depends on the
ね。
person.
そうなのか。
I see.
じゃあ、
So,
John,
what would
don't
you
say.
do?
やっぱりアグレッシブに行くか。I don't know. Ask your mom. いや、その人が
It
どう
really
いう人か
depends
によ
on
って
what kind of
変わ
person
ります
she
よ。
is.
なるほど
I
な。
see.
じゃあアグレッシブに行く
Alright,
か。
I'll be aggressive
I
then.
thought Japanese people are shy and quiet and they never talk about this kind of stuff.
ちょっ
Don't.
と助けて
Hey, help
兄
me!
さん、多分
Is
明
this
日の仕
about
事の件です
tomorrow's
よね。
work?
私ね
So, I spent money on a mobile game the other day.
こ
Yeah, Japanese people are big on mobile games. Here in the US, it's kind of a thing, although there are a lot of people that don't really like gacha games like Genshin Impact among others, but you know.
なんかパッチアップ
But
デート
after
来
the
てね
patch update, my
私のキャラ
character
弱くなった
got
の
weaker. Oh no, I hate it when that happens.
だから
Granted, it's never really. Would Japanese tell the difference between? Probably not. They probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference between any English speaker, not unless you either explicitly told them or whatever.
この前弟に助
So I asked my little brother to help me
け
the
てもら
other
ったんだけ
day,
ど、それでも
but
ま
it's
だ弱い
still
の。
weak.
Can I just tell her nobody actually cares? そうなんです
And what is that? And what does complaining about a nerfed character have anything to do with John being American or not?
か。大変ですね。
そう。
That's rough.
だからジョンには
Yeah.
今度
So
私の
next time
犬
I'll
の
show
写
you
真
pictures of my
見せてあ
dog.
げるね。じゃあ。
What does that even mean? Number
I
4.
don't know. Yeah.
Japanese people are supposed to be shy and quiet, but somehow they don't act like that around you because you're a foreigner.
I guess they have different expectations of you.
You've heard all the things about how polite Japanese people are and they follow rules and whatever. But that seems to be not the case when they are talking to you,
Yeah, they probably just, I don't know.
who's a foreigner. Hi, John.
Hi,
Please
John.
say fuck.
Huaku.
What? John.
Say Huaku.
リアルプロナンシ
Riaru
エーション。Number 5.
Sonoko.
リンさん、この前はどうも
Rin, thank you for
ありがとうご
the
ざい
other
まし
day.
た。
いえいえ、田
Not
中
at
さん。
all, Tanaka.
私こそ。
Thank you for
この前
helping me
助けて
earlier.
いただきありがとうございました。
リンさんのおかげで
Thanks to you,
例の案
that
件も
project
う
looks
ま
like
くい
it's
きそ
going
う
to
です
work
そう
out.
ですか。
That's
頑張
great.
ってください
Good
ね、
luck,
田中
Tanaka.
さん。
はい。
Hi.
ありがとうございました。
Thank you.
In Japanese, you call people san to be polite.
Yeah, Tokyo. I think Tokyo is the largest city in the world.
And it
Yeah, people say sang to be polite. It's an honorific, right?
seems like it's very important at work. Oh, John.
Hey, Jong! Oh, and because he's a foreigner, and, well, technically in the English speaking world, we do have honorifics, but they're not used the same way as they are in Japan. We say Mr., Mrs., and Miss. Those are honorifics, but whenever you're talking to someone, well, it usually depends on the context. Like, obviously, if it's like a higher up, well, if you're like if it's like a casual setting, then you could even refer to your higher ups as their first name. But there are some instances where you would want to refer to them as Mr. This or Mrs. That. Obviously, when you're like a kid in school, you would usually refer to your teachers as Mr. and Mrs. And that's generally how we would use honorifics. But in Japan, honorifics are basically used even between friends. Like if you have a female friend of yours, then you would obviously use chang. And then if you had a male friend, you'd use kun.
この前は
But in most other instances, you would say sang. And then for higher ups, you'd say sama.
サンキューな。ジョン。
John,
助かったぜ。
you really helped me out.
Thank you very
Thank you very much.
much. Wait, no, John San?
Huh?
ちょ
John.
っとこの仕事やって
But obviously, since John is a foreigner, they feel like that they don't need to use the honorifics.
おいて。
John San?
じゃあよろしくね、
I'm counting on you,
ジョン。
John.
1時間以内に終
And
わ
I
らせてね。
finished within an
Where's
hour.
my Number 5. Japanese mannerisms are not there when Japanese people talk to you.
Yeah.
This is apparently really, really common. In Japan, they have to use the polite language to everybody.
Right.
And they have to call you John-san, but it seems like it doesn't apply to you because you're not Japanese. And
Makes me wonder how it would be if it was some other East Asian.
they are very frank about things.
Eh.
Yo, John.
John.
後で飲みに行こうぜ。
Let's grab a drink later.
John-san.
John-san.
John-san. This is all based on my experience.
Yeah, the largest are Tokyo, Dhaka, Bangladesh, and Jakarta. Oh, are they? I didn't realize Jakarta was that big. I mean, Dhaka and Bangladesh, I can see that since it's Indian subcontinent, which has a lot of people. But yeah.
Or my friend's experience, but it's obviously different for each person.
It's always a case-by-case basis.
And this doesn't mean it's the same for everybody. But if you somehow thought it's the same for everybody, you can now leave a long comment
Let's go.
while typing so fast, and we'll meme about it soon.
Let's go. Or we could look at this other one. Americans can't do whatever that says. How Japanese people are shocked that Americans can't do these things. No, we're going to learn about things that I, as an American, can't do that Japanese people are shocked by. Things Japanese people do easily, but Americans can't. Number 1. Alright. I guess I'll take a shower later and wash my hair. You should wash your hair every day too. Yeah, I washed my hair yesterday. This makes no sense to Japanese people, so I can't wash it today. Well, I see. So I guess Japanese people bathe a lot? What? You washed it yesterday, so you can wash, so you can't wash it today? What the hell are you talking about? Are you saying you're physically unable to wash your hair today? Noob! Looks like we found a virgin with a very Japanese sense of hygiene. No, that's normal. Japanese people wash their hair almost every day. Large parts of the US have a dry climate. For many people, washing every day dries out their scalp. Some people also think it damages their hair. I mean, she's not wrong. You wash your hair whenever you go swimming. Well, I'd imagine that, yeah, that would make sense, considering that pool water, well, it depends on the pool, but like when they get like chlorinated, it might get in your hair. I don't know how it works, but yeah, some people believe it's better not to wash it every day. But yeah, no, washing your hands all the time is bad for you because it can cause your skin to flake. But Japanese people wash their hair every day and they're not going bald. And Japanese hair is something Americans often envy, right? So washing it every day can't really be that bad. Who cares? If Americans heard that Japanese people wash their hair every day, they'd probably faint. What? Then what do you do on days when you use hair products? In Japan, owning hair wax is a must. Not having any means you're a nerd. Well, I guess that makes me a big nerd because I don't have any hair wax. But hair wax culture isn't nearly as big in America. I mean, there are plenty of people in America that have like waxes and gels and styling mousse that allow them to have peculiar hair shapes. Like, I'd imagine that's how some people get like mohawks. Actually, most people in the US don't put anything in their hair at all. It's just a cultural difference. Instead of washing your hair every day, wash those sticky clothes. You're at a world-class level when it comes to changing the subject just to insult me. Number 1, Japanese people wash their hair every day, but Americans can't do this. This is actually something that sometimes gets seriously debated on in Japanese internet forums. In Japan, using hair products is basically considered basic grooming etiquette. So how do Americans who don't wash their hair deal with that? A lot of people in Japan ask this question. Americans say washing your hair every day is bad for it. Wow. Hello there, Rody. I accidentally, to catch you up to speed, Rody, I accidentally had the stream privated for an hour. But it's public now, so I don't know, I might have to fix it later. But Japanese hair doesn't seem particually damaged. Honestly, I have no idea why, so someone please explain. Hey, you got laundry today, right? Just throw everything into the washing machine. Nah, I only do laundry on Saturdays. Just once a week. What? So you're saying you wear the same clothes for several days without washing? And if you wash once a week, wouldn't the laundry pile get huge? So they wash every day, huh? Noob! In America, it's normal to do one big load. Or once every 2 days. Yeah, that's how we do it here in the US. We usually, like, I thought this was gonna go in a direction of, oh, we separate our likes from our darks. You always keep your hair short. Yeah, I thought it was going to be something like that, but if Japanese people wash their hair every day, compared to Americans who only do it like every other day, maybe at best, and then here, apparently, laundry is under the same category. Japanese people run the washing machine every day. I don't know, that might be a way, I don't know, the water bills might be incredible there. Wouldn't you need a ton of clothes then? Well, yeah, we do have a lot of clothes. I've got plenty of clothes. So yeah. Otsukaresama desu. He's gonna... Yes. Thank you. Sumimasen, arigatou gozaimashita. Are you saying Americans have that many clothes? I don't remember what otsukeresama means
服を
though.
持ってるっていうのか。そもそもクローゼッ
Closets
トが
are
でかいんだよ。
huge over there.
てかアメリカ
Actually, everything. Yes, everyone makes mistakes. Oh, is that what you said? Yeah. Yeah, Brett said that earlier, but in English. Actually, everything in America is huge. Especially Texas, because everything's bigger in Texas.
かい。洗濯機も
Even
めち
the
ゃくちゃ
washing machines are massive. My washing machine is like literally right across the room from me, and it's not particularly big.
でかい。
日本人は
Japanese people do
少しずつ
small loads
毎日
almost
洗濯
every
しまくって
day.
るだろ。キモいんだよ。
That's kimo.
日本人が
Wait,
髪とか
is it
服を毎
actually
日洗う
weird
の
that
って
Japanese people wash clothes and hair every day?
毎日
Japanese people use their washing machine while Americans don't. In Japan, washing machines run basically
毎
every
日
day.
洗濯機が回っているけどアメリ
But
カ
in
人
America, there's
どうやら
usually a
週に一回だけ
laundry day
洗
once a
濯機
week.
デーが存在するこれ日本
From
人
a
視点で
Japanese
見る
perspective,
と
this
マジ
makes
わからない
no sense.
どういうこと
How does that work? We're masters of procrastination. Let's just leave it at that.
服大量に必要
Wouldn't
に
that
な
mean
るし
you need a
そ
ton
の
of
方が
clothes? Yes, we have a ton of clothes. It's better to have multiple clothes that you can wear over the course of the week than one set of clothes that you just wash every day. Good job, or actively. Okay. Otsukeresama. Okay, arigatou gozaimasu. Alright. Basically, good job!
だるくないかこれマジでわ
I seriously don't get it. Someone. Well, I just explained it right now.
からないの
I mean, I have like 4 different work shirts, right? Because I don't want to have to wear the same thing every day. That's basically what it is. It's one of those things.
で誰か教えてほしいその3
なあ、お前
Hey,
昨日何
what
食べ
did you
た？
eat yesterday,
唐
huh?
揚げ。
Karage.
は？
Huh?
唐揚げ？
Karage? Karage? That sounded very guttural.
お前、そ
That's all you ate?
んだけしか食ってないのか。
I don't remember what karage is.
そんなんだからすぐ
No
病
wonder
気
you get sick so easily.
になるんだよ。は？
Huh?
じゃあお前は何
Then
食ったん
what
だよ？
did you
ピ
eat?
ザ。
Pizza. Huh?
ピザ？
Pizza. I never understood why they say pizza instead of pizza, because that's how it's spelled. It's pizza. Because in Italian, well, it usually depends on the word, but in Italian, the letter Z is not a Z. It's either a ts, like the Japanese syllable t, or it's a z, a voiced version. It usually depends on the context.
ってことは、
So you would think that it would be pizza with the whatever it is, the subscript that they usually put in. You probably know what I'm talking about when I say the subscript whatever. Then you'd get sick
お
too
前
if
もそれ
that's
だ
all
けだ
you
と
eat.
病気になるだろ
He's actually reminding me of some video I remember popping up in my recommendations about a guy who ordered Domino's every day, but then one day he didn't. And so the people at the Domino's that he orders from were concerned, and they called 911 to his house.
う。人のこと言えね
You
えじゃねえ
can't
か。
talk.
ここからおそらく
There's actually a cultural difference here that almost nobody notices, and none of you have realized it. Honestly, even everyone watching this video probably hasn't noticed it. What?
一体
What
何が
are
あ
you
ったって
talking
言うん
about?
だ。
アメリカ人に
When you tell an American, I ate karage yesterday,
アメリカ人が考え
this
てる
is
のは
what they
これだ
imagine.
そして日
But
本
when
人
a
が
Japanese
昨日
person
唐揚げ
hears
食べ
I ate
たって
karage
言って
yesterday,
日本人が考え
this is what
る
they
のはこ
imagine.
れだ
Oh, I know what she means. When someone says that they ate, I understand what she's talking about. No, when I say I'm having chicken nuggets after I played DDR on stream last night, it's literally just a plate of nuggets. No sides or nothing. I mean, I had a Pop-Tart afterwards, but I didn't have all these other things, so yeah.
な
What?
あ、お前、
You said karage, but you obviously ate other stuff too. Yeah, Japanese has the phone name, but they don't use it. Yeah.
唐揚げって言っといて。も
Karage.
っと別のもの食ってるじゃねえか。
But you obviously ate other stuff.
嘘つきや
Usotsuki
がって別に
I'm not lying.
嘘ついてねえだろ。日本人が
When a Japanese person says they ate
昨日唐揚げ食べたって言ってきたら米
we almost never say rice. It sounds like a troll if you say I had rice in Japanese. It can include rice, miso soup, salad, sarada, eggs, and pickles, and other sides. Okay, so they imagine it as like some sort of combo meal, if anything. We just don't bother listing all the side dishes. That's actually kind of true. Like, whenever you're, like, ordering a combo meal, you just kind of assume that it includes the sides. Like, if you're ordering, not to bring up chicken nuggets again, if you're ordering some chicken nuggets combo, it comes with, you just assume that there's a drink, or maybe, like, a side of fries, unless you explicitly ask for modifications. America is basically a single dish culture. In Japan, meals usually come with a ton of side dishes. So when you ask a Japanese person what they ate yesterday, almost nobody lists things like rice or salad or miso soup. When the Japanese people talk to Americans, they should list everything they ate and drank. Wait. Does that mean Americans literally only eat one thing? Japanese people's ability to skip talking about side dishes. Japanese people automatically assume you ate other things too. So even if they had multiple items, they might just say karage. Americans don't have that assumption. So they'll say, wait, that's all you ate? To the Japanese person. In Japan, people usually eat several dishes. While in the US, it's often just one. Well, it usually depends. I just mentioned like chicken and fries and stuff like that, but you know. For example, I often say on my channel that I only eat gyoza. But in reality, I usually eat a few other things too. I like gyoza. I like chicken gyoza. And Japanese people don't even notice this thought pattern. Americans don't either. Well, thank you for pointing it out. Man, my shoulder hurts today. Work completely wrecked my shoulder. Your shoulder died? Yeah, that's something a simple massage could fix. I don't have time to go to a massage place. And I'm broke. It's fine, I'll just do it for you. There's no way you know how to do that. What? Massage? That's something anyone can do. What are you talking about? Noob! This is the cultural difference in physical contact! About 99% of Japanese people know how to give a massage. But Americans rarely know how to do it properly. Okay, so we need to be a licensed masseuse. Are you serious? Americans don't know how to give a massage? How is that plausible? Or in the US, people just scream gay, which is something you never hear in Japan. Apparently, guys giving each other massages is gay. I tried to pronounce this with an aspirated g sound, but it came out wrong because voiced aspirants are very tricky unless you speak a Sanskrit-derived language. In America, a lot of people feel uncomfortable touching someone else's body. Hank Hill is the embodiment of this. He hates it when other people touch him. And massage culture itself isn't nearly as common as it is in Japan. Stretching with a girl in PE is also a thing. Yeah, I was about to reference a scene from the Boondocks in the episode where Granddad goes out with Ebony Brown, and he and Ruckus are spying on her in order to spot any possible infidelity, and she was definitely doing stretches with other guys in a way that could be seen as seductive. But in Japan, you even do it in PE class sometimes. If you told Americans you gave a girl a massage in PE class, they'd probably die of shock. Either that or they'll call the FBI on you. It's only K if it includes a happy ending. I don't want that kind of stretch at this point in time, so don't even try. Do you think Americans are creatures that just die from shock? Number 4. Almost everybody can give a massage in Japan compared to the US. Some Americans watching this are probably thinking, no, I can do it. The thing is, in the US, doing something like this could be seen as creepy, but yeah. But in Japan, seriously, about 99% of the people know pressure points. Yes, the pressure points that allow you to disable your bending. And basic massage techniques. That's because it's often taught in school, and culturally, massage is widely accepted. If you have a Japanese friend, try asking them for a quick massage. I should try that at some point. I'll tell them exactly where to do it. They'll probably know what to do. It's this one spot on the behind the left side of my shoulder. Sonogo. Maybe I should wear a mask today. You sick? Hey, you don't need a mask for something like that. Don't wear it. What? Why not? I feel a little off today. And what problem is there if I wear one anyway? No! A major difference between Japan and America! Honestly, I don't even understand why. What? Wait, are you saying Americans don't have the ability to wear masks? No, that's not it. Some people just feel uncomfortable hiding their face. I heard they're actually trying to ban masks in Texas. This is my first time hearing about this. I mean, given they probably have at least some trauma from COVID for them to want to ban masks like that, but shit. Japanese, Chinese, and Koreans know so much about pressure points. I don't know. That sounds a little racist, don't you think? To just assume that East Asians know about the chi, you know, and the yins and the yangs and all of that, that you just, is that what you're insinuating, Rodi? But for some reason, people will tell you not to wear one. No, there's no way that they're trying to ban masks in Texas. Sounded like he said Moscow. Wait, people tell you not to wear a mask, even though it's your face? Yeah, and honestly, I don't understand it either. Seriously, someone explain! It's a violation of personal liberties, that's what it is. You guys wouldn't understand because you don't live in freedom land where we eat eagles and shit freedom. Wow, even your brain glitches sometimes. Americans avoid masks. One phrase you almost never hear in Japan is, don't wear a mask. No, they wear masks all the time in Japan. When Japanese people wear masks in the US, strangers sometimes tell them to take them off. What does that mean? It's a freedom thing. That's what... No. Oh, I know what it is. It's seen as woke too. Because it's mostly because it was during that time. Is wearing a mask considered some kind of bugged ability in America? Yes. Actually, low-key, it kind of is. I seriously don't understand. It's, yeah, not only is it well, it's almost entirely political. Let's not beat around the bush. Man, it's getting hot today. Hey, are you okay? Crap! I don't have sunglasses and a hat. I need to go buy them. You don't have any either, right? I'll buy yours too. Just wait here. Huh? The traditional medicine part of the culture. I don't know. No, they're just known for. I've always known that Japanese people tend to wear masks whenever they're sick. It's usually just a safety thing more than anything. It's a big big percentage that still know about it. Yeah. You don't really need those. What the hell? Do Americans die without hats and sunglasses? Well, I'm wearing transition lenses, so, because they're very convenient. No! Americans wear more gear when the sun is strong, while Japanese people remove them. But you Japanese never take your shirt off. Taking your shirt off, even as a guy in Japan, you're a weirdo. Oh, here in the U.S., no, taking off your shirt like that. Well, it depends on what your body looks like. Well, yeah, taking your shirt off in public would be weird. Hentai daro. In Japanese, people, I mean, here in the English-speaking world, when people think hentai, they think of Japanese prawn. But the word hentai technically means pervert. But seriously, why do Americans care so much about hats and sunglasses? It's a convenience thing more. You said that about pressure points? Okay, that's another example of me misreading something. Oh, Lord of mercy, I've been on a roll with misreading that. Okay, that's what you mean. All right, yeah, I get what you mean. But seriously, why do Americans care so much about hats and sunglasses? It's a convenience thing, and it's a comfortability thing. The face masks and... Yeah. A lot of Americans are sensitive to the sun. That too. That's not culture. That's just a physical difference. Oh, is he saying... Well, yeah, I mean... I don't know if it's a skin color thing or anything, but I mean, it's America. We have a crap ton of skin colors, so it's not necessarily a physical thing. You Japanese are Asian. Well, yeah. But, so you have a higher tolerance to sunlight. That's what I was going to say. But now that I think about it, Asian Americans also... Okay, so it is also cultural more than it is racial. They also wear hats and sunglasses. Wait. Why? If you don't know either, why even bring it up? The can't survive without sunglasses and a hat debuff. In Japan, sunglasses and hats are fashion. In America, they're survival gear. No, it's really just a comfortability thing. It's more of a luxury. Not a luxury, it's just some people just don't want to deal with the sunlight and they don't want it in their eyes. That's what it is. The idea was that Americans need them because they're weaker against the sun. No, that's actually low-key kind of racist when you think about it. To assume that white people just can't handle the sunlight. Granted, yes, obviously the lack of melanin causes a higher rates of, I don't know, like, that's just how it works. But, you know, I'm just saying it's low-key kind of racist. But Asian Americans say the same thing. Honestly, I still don't understand why, so I just explained it. Come on, man, get with the program. So basically, things Japanese people see as normal make no sense to Americans. And things that Americans see as normal make no sense to Japanese people. Exactly! Japan and America are fundamentally different in a lot of ways. So what does all this actually mean in the end? For now, just go take a shower. You stink! That has nothing to do with culture. It has everything to do with culture because you stink! Also, 100% fuzzies are stronger than the US American. Fuzzies can breathe with layers of fabric and fake fur all over their face. But a thin piece of that makes a Texan develop trauma. That I don't think that's not the kind of mask that I'm talking about, Rhodey. I don't know how you got that from that. We're talking about chin diapers, not animal costumes. God damn it! No, there's this concept. It's called a fact. You need to get them straight, because if they're not straight, then they're bent. And you know what that means? It means you're gonna bend over and feel this thingy inside your ass. So, which I don't want to put it there. I don't want to. I don't know why I went that way. That was Sora AI, as my main man Quizzy on Demand would said. I didn't say that. I didn't say to put shit up your ass. I'm rereading your message, and then I'm reminded that there's a convention that usually takes place in Texas. So, I don't know. But, let's see. Ridiculous American living rules that are insane to Nihongo, to the Nihonjin. Yeah, we'll look at one more video and then we'll call it a night. weird rules that exist in America that totally shock Japanese
衝撃
people.
を受けるアメリカに存在する謎のルールその1
Sono each. Like, Americans pay for literally everything with credit cards. Not wrong. It's more convenient.
支払い全部クレジットカード
Credit card.
だよな。しかも
Even though interest exists. Well, technically, that isn't necessarily how it works. Like, some of the... I mean, the cards that I have, one of them that I have is technically a debit card, meaning there's no interest, but, you know.
利子までついてるのに。あれ
But no, I've used a credit card legitimately once, and it was for a computer repair. And then the other times, if you paid attention to the streams in the fall of last year, then you'll know what happened then. Get your own moon raccoon with blackjack? I don't even know what that means. For a moment, I thought that said Jack Black, and it's like Jack Black as a raccoon would make for an interesting movie, not gonna lie, but it should not be a Cats type situation. It should just be him playing an animated character.
なんで
Why is that?
便利だからか
Is it
クレ
just
ジット
convenience?
カード
Because if you don't use a credit card,
人生
your life is basically screwed. Actually, it's the opposite. Your life does get screwed if you use a credit card. Trust me when I say that.
積むからだ。
Huh? No, your life gets screwed because you use credit cards too much. No, this is the truth. This is the truth. This is why so many Americans. I have a credit card that I currently have locked because I don't want it because it was used by someone else for nefarious purposes, let's put it. Dude, that's pure Japanese thinking. You're dumb. Go donate to VTubers with your credit card or whoops, sorry about that. No.
それは
That just sounds like your personal dream, VTuber.
アメリカでは
In this concept is insane to Japanese. Oh yeah, I was thinking low-key in the back of my head. They're probably talking, the reason why we'd have credit cards is to bring up our credit score. Granted, my credit score is pretty good. So, even though I've been screwed over by something related to a credit card, at least I've been paying it back. And so my credit score is pretty good. It's not as high as it could be, but it's getting there. It's pretty good. So, I'll probably be able to get a mortgage on something with a very low interest rate if I'm fortunate enough to get my own house, which in this market, is likely not going to happen anytime soon.
クレジットスコア
Credit
ってい
score.
うものがあり、クレジットカー
And
ドを
using
使
a
うことに
credit
よ
card
って
is how
そ
you
のスコア
build
が
it.
溜まっていく。
It's stupid, honestly. This is something that even my mom notices. It's like,
そしてそれは
and that score is checked when you
車
buy
を
a
買う
car,
とき、家を買うとき、
buy a
一部の
house,
就職
or even for
の
some
時に確認
jobs.
される重要な
Credit score rules are kind of whack. Yeah, it's true.
スコアなの。
It's extremely
え
important.
じゃあ
Yeah, this is late stage capitalism. But yeah, no, I don't know when the concept of a credit score was introduced. So what if you don't use credit cards
ク
and
レ
you
ジッ
only
トカ
have
ードを
savings?
使わないで貯金だけあるならどうなの
され
You're treated like someone who has money
はお
but
金
isn't
ありけど信用できない
trustworthy.
人間に扱われる。
It's so stupid.
分かったらはい。
Got it? Hurry up and use your credit card!
マクドナルド
Then go to McDonald's!
お前はその
You say that on Twitter and you get
発言
canceled.
をしてツイッターで大炎上してろ
クレジットスコア
Your credit score literally
人生を
controls your
支配
life.
しているこれ自
Based
分
on
の
my
経
own
験上
experience,
自分がアメリカで
this was
衝
the
撃
number
を
one
受けたものラン
thing
キング
that
1位
shocked me in
日
America.
本では貯
In
金が
Japan, savings are considered important. I wanted to rely solely on my own savings, and I'd been doing it for a while, but you know, things happen.
重要視される貯金額を見
If you show how much you've
それ
saved,
だけで信用が得ら
that
れる
alone
シンプル
earns trust. It's a simple system. That's how it should be. Honestly, that's how it should be.
なシス
But I guess if it's just savings, you're considered a miser or something like that.
テムである
So Japanese people save like crazy. But in America, there's this mysterious thing called a credit score. And without it, even having savings apparently doesn't mean much. If you have Japanese friends, try talking to them about credit scores. They'll be shocked 100%. Wait, is this food past its best by date? The best by date is kind of an illusion. Yes, Japanese people actually do this and then throw it away. Well, I usually pay attention to those dates like sometimes to make sure that if it's good enough or not. Well, actually, fun fact, I remember my dad telling me that his dad, my papa, mentioned to him that the expiration dates on medications are lies that they use, or that these pharmaceutical companies tell you in order to buy more. And I know this because my papa was a doctor, so he knows what he's talking about when he says that. So don't worry about the expiration dates on your medications. It's just a marketing tactic. When it comes to food, that's a different story. It usually depends on what the food is. Like dry foods that are non-perishable, you don't have to worry too much about that. But when it's something like fresh produce, obviously that is something that you'd have to worry about. Wait, this food is past the expiration date too. Throw this away too, huh? You can still eat that. Look at it closely, and smell it too. Yeah, that's how you usually figure out whether something's actually good or bad. No, it's past the expiration date. It's not okay. Credit only makes sense if you're not borrowing from future you with impossible to pay interest, pretty much. Dude, you're an idiot who's obsessed with numbers and can't think for yourself. If you love numbers that much, memorize pi. 3.1415 something 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 something, I don't know. I actually memorized 20 digits of pi when I was a kid. I know that Apu from The Simpsons recalls that the 100th digit of pi is 1. And knowing that they have only 8 fingers, that's also true in base 8, at least according to number file. Americans treat expiration dates just as rough guideline. It's normal to judge by smell and appearance. Almost no one treats expiration dates like a ticking time bomb the way Japanese people do. You go smell it too! Are you trying to turn me into a dog or something? In America, expiration dates are just a reference. In Japan, eating food past its expiration date is considered insane. Everyone will stop you immediately, but Americans don't take expiration dates that seriously. Way more people trust how it looks and smells. From a Japanese perspective, this is unbelievable. Like, you know how Americans talk to themselves a lot in public? I do this all the time. I do this all the time when I'm at work, and I'm usually telling stories to myself. Yeah, in America, it's common. I mean, there was a time where talking to yourself is usually considered weird, or makes you a mental case, but these days it's like nobody really cares. And they're pretty loud about it too. Okay. Culturally, this is really weird in Japan.
So, I'll just... Yeah, that's fine.
Oh my god. There's a nuance in product dates. Yes, expiration, best by, and shelf. Yes, there's usually a difference between them. Dry foods tend to have a sell... Like certain dry foods, they usually have a sell-by date, meaning they have to be sold by that point, otherwise they have to get rid of it. And then best by date is where it's like, that's the best time. When it's past that date, it's not going to be as good as when you first bought it. But then expiration, that's the one that you really should be paying attention to more than anything else. Wait, who was he just talking to? Himself. In Japan, you think, oh, that person might be dangerous. Keep your distance, right? Dude, Japan's self-taught crazy person mindset. What's wrong with saying that you're thinking out loud? You're cringe. You just said out loud exactly what you were thinking. Americans talking to themselves. In Japan, talking to yourself equals being a weirdo. If you talk to yourself in Japan, people think you're weird and avoid you. Based on my own experience, there are a ton of people in America who talk to themselves. And Americans don't really think that behavior is crazy. Well, some think it is. Okay, time to do my best at this American company today. Oh, hey you, you're fired as of today. GG, what? I'm fired already? Isn't that world record speed? Are you trying to submit me to the Guinness Book or something? Wait, why am I fired? Wait, Japan, outward inner monologue is cringe. No, you can only... I guess that explains why there's so much inner monologue or thought-based monologue in anime. Like, you hear them, they'll have this very intense, angry-looking anime face, and in their head they say, "Kusa, I have to think about this guy's next technique name. So why am I being fired? I'm not telling you. Are you a kid getting scolded by your parents or what? Dude, in America, same-day firing is totally normal." I mean, I've never experienced this. And legally, they don't even need to clearly explain the reason. I'm being reminded of the episode of King of the Hill where Khan tries to take Hank to some top secret facility where they sometimes play golf in it. But then Khan's higher-ups found out about what happened, and so they fired him. But at least they told him the reason, because they told Hank about a top secret thingy. And then he went to go claim an unemployment check, but the person behind the desk was all like, "I'm sorry, your previous employer objected to it, and under reasons they said treason." Where my check? Huh? In Japan, legally firing people isn't that easy. I know. Actually, the way it works in Japan is that, yeah, they don't necessarily, the way that it works is that an employee will just not do anything. They don't do anything and they don't show up to work or whatever. And so the higher ups are just like, whatever, do whatever you want. But obviously here in the US, obviously they're a lot more stern about that kind of thing. It's usually considered... It's not usually it's usually frowned upon in Japan to just fire people like that. So that means summer vacation can suddenly start out of nowhere. Unlike Japan, there's no, "We'll explain everything and fire you next month" stuff. Since you're free anyway, go play Apex Legends and stay inside! I'm bronze, I can't get addicted enough to shut myself in. In America, you can be fired immediately with no reason. In Japan, that's illegal. Generally, you need a clear reason. And you can't be officially fired until 30 days later. From my experience, Japanese people want to stick with one job long term. While Americans change jobs quickly, so even if they get fired, a lot more Americans just think, whatever, I'll find another one. I'm pretty sure a lot of Americans want a long-term job, but just due to how things are here, it's not the easiest thing in the world. Compared to Japanese people. In Japan, there isn't a culture of job hopping. So getting fired once can make it hard to think about what's next. Yeah, cutting personal works then. If it's too hard of a rule, the whole company goes under. Yeah, is the waiter coming or what? What's wrong with this restaurant? Well, American restaurants are kind of like... Excuse me. Stop it! Stop it! Hi, that's the crime of going to America with Japanese izakaya mindset. This is a crime in America. Are you saying I'm an international criminal? In America, loudly calling a waiter is rude. Garçon. Only Japanese anime characters shout out their special moves. I am not an anime character. You're supposed to wait until you make eye contact. They'll come over on their own eventually. This happened to me. This happened to Sora in the US, where they didn't come to their table and you gave up. Oh no. Yeah, that's kind of how it works here in the US. Then what if they don't come? Sometimes they just ignore you and give up. Calling a waiter loudly in restaurants is a major sin. It's probably one of the deadliest of sins. It's the 8th deadly sin, if anything. If you tell this to Japanese people, no, I didn't read that. If you tell this to Japanese people who don't know this culture, they're usually shocked. Because in Japan, tables often have call buttons. Oh, or you shout "sumimasen" like a special move. Garçon, garçon. I didn't know they had buttons for that kind of thing. That's actually, they should. No, actually, I don't know how that would work in the US. I'd imagine that any waiters and waitresses would get bothered by something like that, considering how we are here in the US. That's considered normal. From my actual experience in America, if the waiter doesn't come, you literally can't do anything. And you can't order when you want, which felt strange to me. Hey, we're at an American 7-Eleven, right? Yeah, we are. You rarely see Japanese workers laughing and talking with other workers. A normal American behavior.
John, dude, that's insane. John,
then why is that guy ignoring us and talking to his friend? Oh, I guess they have yeah, the work culture is different as well.
Oh, hey!
Oh, hey!
You guys buying this? Alright. Yeah, John, wasn't that insane?
He's chatting with his friend at the register. Does he even see me? Dude, in America, customers and employees are completely equal. What's wrong with talking to friends? In Japan, if an employee ignores customers and chats with his friends at work, wouldn't that alone cause an online backlash? This isn't Japan. Go make some friends and talk to them. Huh? Employees casually talk to friends while working. I experienced this at 700 times at American 7-Elevens. Yeah, 7-Eleven is a Japanese-based whatever. And it shocked me every single time. Although, I think they've recently merged with Speedway as of recently. I've seen, yeah, within like the last 2 years. I don't exactly know what happened or why, but yeah. But Speedways have been selling 7-Eleven stuff recently. In America, there are tons of employees who talk to friends while on the job. Yes, I've seen it many, many times. Employees are all basically friends with each other. Although where I work, the nature of my job in particular, I much rather not have anyone talk to me unless they needed something from me. Otherwise, I'd much rather keep to myself. Honestly, I saw this a lot at burger places too. In Japan, chatting with friends during work is generally rare. And even if it happens, employees usually stop if customers are nearby. So this is shocking for Japanese people. Don't tell me that Japanese people complained about such a thing. I don't know. This guy over here is talking to his friend while I am trying to buy a snack. Sono nana. Twitter, get more petty. Oh, Lord of mercy. So we're starting school in America today, and there's a bunch of molecular thingies over there. American schools probably have rules like Japanese schools, right? Not really, no. I guess I need to be careful about my hair color. Oh no. You've been getting itchy bites on your feet. Oh no. Oh no, no mosquito bites. Oh, those are, ugh. Especially when they get on I get them on my legs and they get itchy as fuck. But yeah, the need to be no, here in the US, schools don't really care about your hair color. Unless, of course, you're a blue-haired white bitch on TikTok who complains about anything that's slightly within the center of the spectrum. I know rules are different for private schools, but in Japan, rules are everywhere. Yeah, there's a lot of rules to school in Japan. Like, you can't have a job while you're at school, and yeah, you can't have dyes in your hair as well. You mean American public schools? In public schools, you can wear whatever you want. Dye your hair, and even have piercings. Yeah, and you can also work a job. Huh? So, I could just say, I'm Goku now? Show up with Dragon Ball hair and nobody would care? Actually, kind of. There was this one girl, this one classmate that I had in my physics class, and to no longer stop by winter. Well, it's going to be fall where Brett lives. He lives in New Zealand, so it's gonna get colder. But oh yeah, you got a new iPad, Immy. Yeah, I think you mentioned that yesterday. But yeah. But no, I was talking about how there was this classmate in my physics class in my senior year. She would always show up with these crazy outfits that are all like, damn, she knows how to pull that. No. And everyone would be like, damn, girl. No, I couldn't tell if she was goth or something like that. I've known this classmate for a while though. So, but no, she always comes up with these. And when I say crazy outfits, I mean crazy in a good way. So yeah. So yeah, you're in the US. As long as you're not wearing anything like offensive or obscene, then yeah, you can pretty much wear whatever you want. Hey dude, that's your responsibility. Go be a Dragon Ball character and head to Planet Namek or something. Are you telling me to die? In Japan, schools create rules, and those rules protect you from society. Really? I don't know what that means, but okay. In America, there are way fewer rules. Because the stance is, you're responsible for yourself. Do whatever you want on your own. Go to the bathroom by yourself. Do you think I need my mom to go to the bathroom? American schools have almost no appearance-related rules compared to Japan. Okay, Rody. When it comes to public schools, telling Japanese people that piercings are allowed and you can dye your hair however you want in American schools, they're almost always shocked. That's because in America, there's a strong culture of personal responsibility. While in Japan, schools are expected to manage and guide students. Sonohachi. I'm getting a haircut in the US today.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I want this hairstyle.
This hairstyle.
Yo, bro.
The straightforwardness is something you never see in Japan. American behavior.
Oh, that's not gonna look good on you.
Oh, okay. No. I'd imagine. Yeah, you would. I'm pretty sure in Japan, something like this blunt would be considered rude.
Your face has a weird shape. So I know a better haircut for you.
Oh no.
Which is called a cringe cut.
Cringe cut. Wait, what? Wait, I don't want that. Dude! The sunset from your hotel is really pretty. Nice. Dude, in America, employees will only give you their opinion, and then they'll be pushed hard, and this is way better, trust me. But it doesn't, doesn't it suck that when you go to the store, they won't do what you want? A pro's judgment matters more than what the customer wants, right? Well, technically, the customer is always right, except that's not always the case. And in America, people straight up give their opinions. Now hurry up and get a cringe cut already! What the hell is a cringe cut anyway? You're going to college often, and for the ones in chat, You're not from... Yeah, you're Mexican. Tu comprendo español? No habla español. I can pronounce Spanish, but you're at school, you had days called Mufti Day? I don't know what that means. The Grand Mufti of Mecca? Employees casually give their opinions. In Japan, it's common to respect the customer's wishes and do what they want. But in America, even if a customer says something, professionals will give their opinion if they think it's better. This is especially noticeable at hair salons. Sonokyu. Or did you mean to say multi-day? I'm having a meeting with an American soon. You learned Spanish even though you're single. Oh, you're from Singapore? We've got a huge menagerie of people around the world in chat. We've got someone from here. I'm American. We got someone from Mexico, someone from New Zealand, and someone from Singapore. That's nice. No, it's nice having a little bit of my little DEI chat going on over here. Yes, yes, that's cut. Yes, we have all sorts of affirmative action within the chat right now. No, there's more diversity in my chat than there are in any movie of the MCU. No, She-Hulk ain't got nothing on my chat. I'm having a meeting with an American soon. Japanese people value peace a lot. Well, so do I. I value my peace and quiet, so I hope I don't end up getting into arguments or conflicts in the meeting. Huh? Arguments? With Americans? Americans want to talk a lot. Yeah, I've experienced this many times. Your princess keeps rending posts about top. I don't know what that means, but you know. Then wouldn't it be better to speak up and actually debate? No, because debates just lead to nothing. Huh? But wouldn't that kill the vibe? Dude! You're that silent guy completely trapped in Japanese values! Kimoi! You think I'm kimoi just for this? In America, someone who doesn't speak up is seen as someone who isn't thinking. I don't know about that. I mean, I know they say that you should look out for the quiet ones because you never know what we're thinking. I am one of the quiet ones. Like in real life, outside of streaming, I am the quiet one. But I'm always thinking about something. But the quiet ones are always the ones that you gotta watch out for. You should probably turn off Pinterest, if anything. Seen as some people who only care about fitting in, like in Japan, are basically no different from grass growing by the wayside. So you thought I was a plant? In America, disagreement is not a negative thing. Well, actually, in America, disagreement is a very negative thing, especially on Twitter, and especially anyone associated with the Hamas Diddy Bin Laden Adolf Epstein Piker orbit. In Japan, people prioritize keeping the peace. So even when opinions clash, they're careful about how they say things. They worry that the vibe is completely ruined, but Americans often just say things directly like, that's wrong. That's kimoi. That's wrong because that makes you an agent of Israel. And that's seen as having your own opinion, which is a positive. No, it's only a positive if you agree with the Hassan orbit. Otherwise, it's fascism and National Socialism. Speaking of which, when am I gonna get called out? If the burnt peanut can get called out for that kind of shit by the orbit, then so can I, bitch. Yeah, kimoi is kimochi warui. I think I know that. Yeah. Like the kimoi. In Japan, that makes you an annoying person. It's an this is actually not true. It's especially on Twitter. Sono2. Damn. Americans being American. Shit. Americans get angry or cry in public more than Japanese people. Well, they're human. Human? Sure. Sure. But they're adults. Hey! Excuse me. The Japanese hide your emotions mindset. If you say that in America, probably will think you're a robot or something. I mean, we have all sorts of cartoons that keep saying to open up about your feelings, otherwise known as Steven Universe. But still, showing that much emotion is something only kids do, right? In Japan, not showing emotions is seen as adult behavior. I mean, if you're into stoicism, then you would basically have this type of mindset. But in America, since humans aren't robots, most people believe showing emotions is normal. You should show more emotions too! Well, not the way that Hank Hill was raised. Hank Hill was raised not to show emotion because it's seen as, well, not male. You're annoying. The idea that showing emotions is normal because we're human. In Japan, there's a belief that adults shouldn't cry or get angry in public. But in America, it's the complete opposite. Well, there's usually some sexism that applies to it against men, so that humans aren't robots and should express emotions. This way of thinking is shocking to Japanese people. Zoomer Asuka would had ended the EOE movie with Kimoi Bakashinji. Shinji sure can be. Wait, what's EOE? I'm trying to think of what EOE stands for. Don't tell me. I'll figure it out on my own. Just give me a moment. Okay, you can tell me. I don't know what that stands for. Hey, I was thinking. America's called the land of freedom. But isn't it really the land of personal responsibility? Exactly! No, that's low-key kind of the truth. Japan has lots of rules, so you're less likely to be blamed. But America has fewer rules, so everything becomes your responsibility. But even in Japan, there are people who blame everything on me. Like you! That's because you can't read the room. Oh, end of Evangelion? Okay. Go back to Japan and practice reading the room. Alright, I'll go back to Japan and practice reading the room. I think it ultimately stems from the idea that here in the US we're a guilt-based society, whereas Japan is a shame-based society, and this is usually a kind of East-West thing. Quote-unquote Eastern nations tend to be shame-based, but Western nations tend to be guilt-based. And then there's ancient Mesopotamia, which is fear-based. What the fuck does that even mean? But then European VTuber reacting to the don'ts of visiting America. Don't no alcohol per city. I can't read that. It's too blurry. Work culture in the US is wild. Don't you think?